This is NFL Live, the AFC Divisional Playoff. Here's your host, Bob Costas.
Will McDonough here as always, and Mike Ditka, and which figures to be a good one from Miami as the Dolphins host the Chargers. The winner, of course, is the host for the AFC Championship game next Sunday against Buffalo. San Diego's remarkable season has them a win from the title game after starting the year 0-4. The Dolphins are slight favorites today, but they're banged up. And our game report starts with OJ on the Dolphins sideline. Juice.
We'll hear him. Many people are talking about the fact that San Diego might be playing the best football of anybody in the National Football League. Very exciting. They're playing with an awful lot of confidence despite they're on the road today. Earlier, I had a chance to catch up with Stan Humphries, and here's what he said about what a difference a year makes.
It's exciting. It's exciting to be in this late in the year. There's only a few teams still playing, and we're one of them. And we just got to go out there and keep the same game plan we've had through all this whole stretch, and we'll see what happens.
Hey, Trump, I guess we got it worked out now. As far as the Dolphins are concerned, there's a lot of questions surrounding this team despite winning their last 3 games. One is at running back, where Mark Higgs will not play today. They'll ask Bobby Humphries to go all the way. Now, Bobby has been mainly a third down back. I caught up with Dan Marino about 2 hours ago and asked him how would that affect their offensive game plan.
You know, we're not going to change much. The thing that we can do with him is just throwing the ball a little more out of our base offense, which we didn't do a lot with Mark Higgs because he isn't the same type receiver that Bobby is. But and we're going to pretty much stay the same and do the same things we've been doing all year.
Now, if Bobby Humphries get tired, they have to go to second-year back Aaron Craver. Now, Aaron has just come off injured reserve. He's only carried the ball 3 times all year. He has no receptions. To me, the key man to watch is Marco Coleman. He missed the last game of the year. He has an ankle problem. He's a defensive end. If he can't play today, it's going to be a long day for the Dolphins. Bobby, that's the story here.
All right, OJ, finally we got the electric company to turn on the juice, and we got to hear from our man on the sideline. Now, one of the interesting subplots today is Dolphins coach Don Shula going against his former defensive coordinator Bill Arnsparger, who now holds the same position with the Chargers. Arnsparger was with Shula for the perfect season in '72, coaching the no-name defense of the early '70s and later the Killer Bees of the '80s.
I think we both know a little bit about each other from having spent so much time together. And Bill certainly knows my thoughts and the way that I operate. But by the same token, I've been around Bill a lot, and I know how he thinks and how he operates.
You know, in those reports, one thing that wasn't mentioned, it's not week to week, it's the whole season now. John Offerdahl gone for Miami. Outstanding linebacker. They've missed him for more than half a season, and his absence has really been felt. But let's follow up on what Trumpy and Enberg said. The Dolphins are the favorites, but everybody thinks San Diego is going to win the game.
Which makes you say, why are the Dolphins favorite? This game is going to get right down to, from talking to the coaches I've talked to this week, can they pass protect for Dan Marino?